Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Borussia Dortmund against
It is a deep, deep sea of yellow, beautifully effervescent yellow. That is what you're faced with when you come to Dortmund. So we're up and running. Hernandez, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, and he's proven himself to be...
Big header! He will be livid with himself.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Hernandez going full steam ahead down the left flank. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's good play from him.
Swings it across. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Mbappe. Hakimi. Rodri. And it's Makalele. And here's Mbappe. And it's Hakimi. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Doué. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Rijkaard. And it's Hernandez. Raul. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's found a way through. And he's gone looking for safety. Raul. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good move. Chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Inter! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card. Schneider ready to try one. Schneider! Off the post! That's going to go a long way. And here's Batistuta.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. Out again for a throw-in. And they've switched it over to the other side. Played into the middle. That's a decent clearance. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Bergomi cuts out the pass. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now that's well seen too. Makalele. Now it's Mbappe. Raul. Here's Makalele. That's good running with the ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Thinks about the shot. Delivered in. Defending of the desperate variety. Inter Milan with the corner. There first. Schneider goes short. Played in. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Oh, good-looking ball. Zanetti. Zanetti unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Rudiger. Raul. Makalele. Rodri. Raul.
Borussia Dortmund truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And here's Raul.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Doué. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
And this is Batistuta. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Rodri. And it's Hakimi. Makalele. And here's Mbappe. And he's there to retrieve it. Mbappe! And that is quite wonderful! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have come roaring back.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
2 added minutes.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Maicon. Van Basten. Oh, well measured. Decent chance! There's the whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Substitution in progress.
Second period then underway. Sends it crossfield. Mbappe is onto this. DiMarco. Strong running down that left flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that should get the job done. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Nice looking ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rodri. Raul. Good ball, good take. DiMarco. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Raul. Now it's Van Basten. Schneider. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And he's there to get it away.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Van Basten. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hakimi. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into a discipline.
Real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Quality ball. Makalele. That's Rudiger. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. In with the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Chance for a shot!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Van Basten! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Good take. And the shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the comeback is complete. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Oh, given away. Tries a shot! Deftly away. Early ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Distributed tidily. Nicely weighted ball. Shot could be on. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Cross needs to be good. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Cleared without complication. Van Basten did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rodri. And this is Van Basten. And the through ball. And this is Raul. He's got away. And the finish! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Raul. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... Could be danger here! It's Van Basten! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So now the difference is 3. Now it's Van Basten. And it's Hernandez. Rijkaard. Maicon.
4
And there's a
minutes has
probing
been
ball.
indicated.
Rodri makes the interception. And here's Mbappe. Time added on 4 minutes. Hakimi wins the duel this time. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And here's Zanetti. That's really well cleared. And here's Batistuta. And that is that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Raul taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Celebrating their birthdays today.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Borussia Dortmund against Benfica.
The famous yellow wall stands tall. This has to be one of the most iconic places in European football. So we're up and running.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And it's been taken short. Cross flung in towards the middle. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nice looking ball. Caught offside that time. The most accurate pass. And here's Zanetti. Pull it. That has been cut short. Zanetti. Now Schlotterbeck. And it's Zanetti. Cannavaro. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Rodri. Bullet. Nagatomo. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Zanetti. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get on the end of this? No, that's been intercepted. Raul. In with the challenge. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Rijkaard. He's picked his way through. Borussia Dortmund yet to have an attempt on goal. Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Puskás. And he shoots! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Puskás really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
The goal scorer for Borussia Dortmund after 20 minutes is number 9, Puskás.
Borussia Dortmund have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Belletti. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Puskás. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's fabulous. Produces a cross.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Zanetti. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Hakimi. Schlotterbeck. Hakimi. Half an hour played now. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, good-looking ball. Puskás. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Rijkaard!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Knocks it into space. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Pullet plays it short. Pullet plays it in. And he's had a hit! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle.
He's gone for goal! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Here comes the cross. Up he goes! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Pullet with the short one. And that's a throw-in. Played it again. And the keeper beats it away. Ribéry. And that's not going to reach. Looking for options for movement.
Has been indicated.
We are into stoppage time. No way through, so back it comes. Mbappe. That's a little off target. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Borussia Dortmund leading 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Pullet receives it in a wide position, climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
So their fourth corner of the game. He's had a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? They're up to 5 corners now. Rodri gets it away. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Koller has got himself a free kick. Great chance here from position A1. And now as good a time as any to pull level. Bullet! That's a half-decent try. A look and place it forward. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. Rodri. And Hakimi. Puskás. He's getting hounded, really hounded. Cannavaro. Borussia Dortmund are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Raúl. Now it's Puskás. Bonucci wins the duel this time. And it's Ronaldinho. Ribéry. And it's Belletti. Benfica finding their passes. That has been slung wide. Tries to cross. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
The attendance for this match was
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Now it's Ronaldinho. Maicon has it in a wide position. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Zanetti. That's a super give and go. Zanetti.
Benfica really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Rijkaard gets into a good position. Rijkaard finds himself offside. And it's Hullet. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And that is a little undercooked. He's had it taken off him. Mbappe is onto this. That looks a cracking ball. There's no flat, and the shot! Some front-footed pressing going on here. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Hullet. Belletti tries to play it through. Bayer claims comfortably.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually...
Rodri concedes a free kick for that. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Belletti. Knocks it out wide. Played in. And he's straight offside. Played into space. Played out towards the right wing. Michael. He's a sharp little ball here. Maicon, big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. They've played it short. Nagatomo. And the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Oh, super find. This looks promising. And the flag has stayed down. He is through here.
Pretty robust defending.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. So who's he going to be aiming for here? It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
He has found a way through. Benfica with a corner and hardly any time left on the clock. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Shot, surely! And it's come back out to him. And that is doing no harm at all. Raul driving on and making good progress. Belletti. Great vision. And this is Hullet. Nagatomo. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Desperate defending required here. Threads one in, and he decides to cross it. That's a decent clearance. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Borussia Dortmund have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Puskás voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
A little lost today. Please
Borussia Dortmund may not have finished with 11, but they have shown terrific spirit, and they claim the win.
Well, that's what spirit and togetherness is all about, Peter. I thought they showed terrific desire and focus and fitness in refusing to settle for a draw. A time to hold heads high.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We have already started here.
Alessandro Costa-Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class.
Real chance! Hernandez is there to clear. Bernardo Silva. Luis Garcia.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that is as far as they're going to go. Zanetti. Shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nicely weighted ball. Chance to deliver.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. And it's Bergkamp, looking to play him in. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Puskás can so cleverly bypass the press. And this is Puskás. He's picked his way through, and he's in, and the shot! Off the post! Chooses to go back. Still goalless. Ruben Neves. Bergkamp. Bernardo Silva. This is promising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Van Basten. And it's Bergkamp. And here's Batistuta. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. What a throw in. Rijkaard. De Bruyne. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get onto this? That's very neat. De Bruyne. And it's Rudiger. 15 minutes till half-time. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Batistuta looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's fabulous. Luis Garcia. Oh, look at the space here. And he shoots! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Ruben Neves with the short one. Oh, sweet feet. Now the cross. Header! It's hit the upright. Just off target. Costa Curta. To Ruben Neves. Looking for the run. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Makaleli, a player who needs no introduction. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. De Bruyne. And it's Rijkaard. Darren Fletcher. Adams. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's De Bruyne.
There will be 1 minute at
And
a
here's
time.
Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he thumps it clear. Good ball, good take. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Gets to show off his quick feet. Bergkamp. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And this is Batistuta. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Danielson. No, he refuses to take the bait. Oh, it's Van Basten. And it's Bergkamp. Crunching tackle. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Triol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Threads one in. Bergkamp. Rodri. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Puskás. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And he's lost his man here. He has a look up. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Borussia Dortmund really could have done without this. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 14, Bergkamp.
The major moment in the game
is number 15, Maradona.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So the first moment of real significance.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Maradona. Batistuta. Time and again they are repelled. And here's Bernardo Silva. He's found a way through. And Bernardo Silva! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And it's Fletcher. Has a shot! Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. He's shifting through the gears here. Rijkaard. Costa Curta herring after the ball here.
Borussia Dortmund really are.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Triol. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Danielson gets flagged offside. Hernandez. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Now can he find... Tries a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was really good running. The more he moved with it, the more he realised that taking the shot was his only option.
Adams attempts a clearance. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now it's Puskás.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
It's a promising position. He is through here. Puskás. Denilson. De Bruyne. Puskás. Rodri. Looking for options for movement. And this is Van Basten. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Has crossed into the middle. Out of play for a goal kick. That is good alertness. Bernardo Silva. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's Maradona. All played right into his path.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Knocks it out wide. Now, can they get him away?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Batistuta. Rudiger deals with that comfortably. Rijkaard. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken.
Look, we can't say that's a surprise, Peter. He knew what the consequences were. He really did.
The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick.
I think there's actually a quiet confidence in pulling this off.
Batistuta! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 20, Danielson. Number 22,
Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play.
Number 11,
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Ruben
Well, look,
Neves.
Peter,
And that's that.